I'm Big Cal and welcome to my world. Today another recent video game pickups video, and this one is special because it is dedicated just to one particular system, and it is a brand new system that I just bought, which is the new Nintendo 3DS XL. Finally got a 3DS after all these years. Despite the fact that I got a DS on launch, pre-ordered it, got it on launch day, the 3DS, I just never got around to getting when it came out, and I might have had money for it. Instead I got a Wii U, and I've never really had all the cash together to get one. But I'm kind of glad I waited, and with the new 3DS out, that it's got more power, bigger screen, I think, than the original. Might be just the same. Then the XL version obviously has a bigger one, and one exclusive game, Xenoblade Chronicles, the Wii port, and of course SNES emulator, Virtual Console, but basically SNES emulator. Yeah, so I'm glad I got it just because it's the new one, the better one, the more updated one. Finally, decided last year, am I going to pre-order the Switch, get it on launch, or not? And I decided not. So I decided, instead of saving up then for the Switch, I'll save up, get 3DS, and that is what I did. It took me a while to get one because they seem to have been sold out from like December through to a couple of weeks into January. It was very hard to get hold of one, at least for the price that it should be. A normal new 3DS XL should not be more than $179.99 in the UK. Just should not be. That is not the price they should be. Mr. Willie. Hello, Mr. Willie. Are you in the video? No? No, Mr. Willie's just laid on the couch watching me, staring at me as I record the video. Hello. Anyway, yeah, it seemed very hard to get one. At least the ones that were in stock were extortionate, like over £200. And no, that's not the price you should be paying. So I finally got this one, the pearl white one. I was going for one of those new metallic blue or black ones, but again, they weren't in stock or they were too pricey. This one was $175, so it was actually cheaper than what I would have paid anyway. Yeah, finally got it. It took a while for everything to come, even with Amazon Prime, but yeah, so there's the actual system. Let's just take a look. Well, while I'm here, I might as well show the case that I got for it. A lovely hard case made by Hori. Very good company that make third-party controllers and things like that. And they make a lot of stuff for Nintendo, licensed by Nintendo. Like this is on the official Nintendo shop if you want it. And it's a fantastic case, nice and hard. The NES controller looks fantastic, and it's not just like a boring picture or anything. It's all embossed and things. It feels like the actual buttons, and looks really cool. Yeah, and fits the 3DS XL, the old and the new. So inside is the system and some games, but I'll just show the system first. I'll put that on there. The lovely pearl white new 3DS XL. And yeah, looks fantastic. It's really nice in white, which I'm quite surprised with actually. Sometimes I find white handhelds can look a bit iffy. Yeah, but it looks really nice. I'm a big fan of the analogue thing. It's not really an analogue stick, but whatever it is, feels really good. The nub is very weird. Doesn't actually do anything in any of the games that I've played so far that I own, although it did do stuff in demos, and it was weird how, because the nub doesn't feel like it moves, but if you actually try and use it in a game that for the camera, it does work. It's really weird. And the 3D, very impressive on some games as well. It does hurt my eyes after a while, so I don't play for too long with 3D. So that is the wonderful console, and of course I had to buy the old charger because it doesn't come with one, because Nintendo think we all already own one. Because if you own a DSi, well, the DSi XL, the original 3DS, 3DS XL, or new 3DS and 3D, you already have one of these. I own the original DS and the DS Lite, which uses a different power cable. So I had to buy one separately. Lovely. But once you get that, it's all fine. So, how about some games? Well, I'll go with the one that's actually in at the moment. There's the nice little cartridges, or the game cards, as they're known, rather than cartridges, I think. Weird. Anyway, I actually bought 3 games before I even got the system, just because they were cheap. This was one of them. Chibi Robo Ziplash. This was only about £7. You can still get it for about that, or for about 11 or 12 with the amiibo if you want it. So, pretty good bargain, because you're paying essentially the price of an amiibo and getting a game. Chibi Robo, some of you might know of it already. It was a game on the GameCube originally, and it didn't really sell that well, but it's got sort of a cult following, and it's hard to get hold of just because it didn't sell that well, and then the people who are selling it for a lot of money. Then there was a DS one that was only, I think, an exclusive to like Best Buy or Blockbuster or something like that in America, which I did import for dirt cheap last year or the year before. So I've got that. I've never really played it though. This one still uses the character Chibi Robo, but it's a 2D platformer rather than what the other games were. I've seen clips and read things. I've never really, like I said, played them to sort of understand. But anyway, 2D platformer. The 3D looks very good on it. Basically, you've got your power cable, which you can swing around and then attack enemies with. You can use it to throw forward and latch onto platforms and pull yourself up. And then you've got an extended attack where you can charge it up and it'll fire through multiple enemies, go much further. And as you go through the levels, you'll collect like little balls with numbers on, and that'll increase how long the cable is to help you access new areas and hidden items. And it's really just a nice, fun 2D platformer, which is all I wanted out of it, really. And especially for the price, it looks really nice, although some of the levels are really blocky. Everything's made up of blocks, and I don't really understand why they did that. It's a kind of a weird choice, but the game does look nice, especially the 3D looks cool. I do like that. That's the game I've been playing the most with the 3D on. The other thing that I'm kind of not keen on at the moment is the levels. There's 6 levels in the world, and you start off obviously level 1, but when you're finished, you then have to spin a wheel that's got all numbers on it, and you move spaces around the level world. So if you land on 2, instead of going straight to world 2, you move 2 spaces and go to level 3. But you have to complete all the levels to move on to the boss to move on to the next world. But if you go around the board and you're missing levels and you land on a level you've already done, you have to do it again. And it makes no sense. Just move forward on each level. There's no need whatsoever for this roulette wheel thing. But yeah, apart from that, I'm very much enjoying the game. So that's that one. Next is a game that, again, this is one of the 3 that I got before because they were all cheap. I've yet to play the next 2. Just because I've been busy with other games. The first one is Mario & Luigi Dream Team Bros. I like the Mario & Luigi series, played them on the DS. Nice, cool RPGs. Because Paper Mario are no longer the RPG games, the Mario & Luigi series are now the RPG games. And they're really good, really fun. So yeah, I'm hoping this one will be good as well. So can't wait to really try it out. But what I'm doing now is trying to play through all the games one at a time until I've completed them, then move on to the next and try not to buy any more. We'll see how that works out. I've already completed one game that I'll show in a moment, and Chibi Robo is the next game I'm looking to complete. Next is, again, the 3rd game that I bought before, yet to play it, and speaking of Paper Mario, it is Paper Mario Sticker Star. Now, I like the Paper Mario series. I like the original 2 that were the RPGs that everyone gushes over. I like Super Paper Mario, that was more like an adventure game than an RPG. And I fully accepted that Paper Mario is no longer the RPG series. A lot of people haven't. So I've heard lots of bad things about Sticker Star. but it was cheap and I like the Paper Mario series, so I wanted to give it a go. If it's bad, it's bad, that's my fault for buying it, but I don't always rely on what other people think, especially when, and this isn't everyone, just most of the people that I've seen online that hate on it because it isn't the traditional Paper Mario RPG games. So yeah, it's there and I will get around to playing it soon. And lastly, the game that I bought with the console, because I had to, and it is Pokemon Sun. I decided to go with Sun rather than Moon just because the Sun Lion thing on Pokemon looks cooler. And this is the game that I already completed. Took me, 4 days to complete. Would have taken me less, but the charger didn't show up straight away. I borrowed my friend's, and then this was due to arrive one day, so I gave his back, and the charger didn't arrive, so I had a day without the 3DS being charged. But anyway, absolutely adore this game. It's fantastic. It's up there already with one of my favourite Pokemon games with Soul Silver. Because I haven't played any of the 3DS Pokemon games before or anything, I'm not used to the new 3D style. Black and White 1 and 2 were the first sort of 3D Pokemon games I played, and they're sort of in between still. But this is totally new and totally fresh to me. I love the Alola region that it's set in, like Hawaii. It's just so fresh and adds a ton of atmosphere, and it just gives you a really good feeling when you're playing the game. It's just so different. Even though the basic Pokemon game formula is here, it feels like a completely new style of Pokemon game. And of course, there are tweaks here and there to make it different, but for the most part, it's kind of the same still. But you still feel like you're playing a new Pokemon game rather than just, it's another Pokemon game just with a different story. This actually feels like a proper new sequel-style Pokemon game, and it's absolutely fantastic. Did just complete the main story, of course. I haven't collected all the Pokemon. I never really bother with that. I did have a couple of issues with it, but maybe I'll talk about those another time if I get around to reviewing the game. Yeah, so that is Pokemon Sun. And those are all the 4 games that I currently own physical. If I just turn the old system on here, and I'll just remind myself because I've got some digital games for it as well. Yeah, let's have a look. I'll just turn the sound out. Yeah, last year on the Humble Bundle website, they did a Nintendo Humble Bundle. There were some Wii U games and some 3DS games. Now I bought it because the Wii U games were really good. Darksiders 2 was one that I really wanted, so I got all the games for like £7 or £8, and it would have cost me over £100 if I bought them all separately or whatever. And I kept hold of the 3DS codes. Gave 1 or 2 away and kept the ones that I wanted. The first one is Street Fighter 4, Super Street Fighter 4, 3D edition. It's not bad, I just messed around with it. Then there was Retro City Rampage DX, which is a really fun game. I've got the original version on the PC, and this is a bit updated version, I think. And I also got the theme for the 3DS. And then Nano Assault EX. I've got Nano Assault on the Wii U as well. Not really played it, not really sure what it's about. And then I bought a Virtual Console game just because I looked on my Nintendo and I could get, I think it was like 30% off or something, using some platinum coins, which I've got tons of because they're fucking useless usually. And because the 3DS is the only console with a virtual console for Game Boy and Game Boy Color games, I had to buy one. So I bought Wario Land, Super Mario Land 3, because I don't currently own it physically, and I've never played it. But I do like the Wario Land games. So picked that up, and it's really fun to play. Yeah, and just another thing that I really like about the 3DS are the demos. The Wii U demos are terrible. There's only maybe 3 games that I've downloaded demos for in all the years that I've owned it. This one has a ton of great demos. Don't have Pokemon Sun and Moon yet? There's a demo for it. The previous, the Pokemon, the remakes, Alpha, Sapphire, and Omega Ruby, is it? Yeah, whatever. Those are on here. Super Smash Bros. On here. Not on the Wii U. No demo for that. Hyrule Warriors Legends on here. I don't believe there's a demo. I don't think there's a demo on the Wii U. Can't remember. Yeah, a ton of other games. I downloaded a ton of demos. They were all games that were on my current watch list, and I just thought, oh, well, there's a demo. I'll check them out, make sure I want to play them. Yep, definitely want to own them all. Kirby as well, the one in the robo suits. That's really fun. There's a Dragon Ball Z game on there, just one of the normal 2D fighting games, not fusions or anything like that, although I definitely want that as well. Yeah, so I already have a huge want list of games because, you know, I've got to catch up on the entire library of this system. There's a ton of RPGs that I want for it. I mean, I already own 2 RPGs and a Paper Mario game. So hopefully I'll be kept busy for a while. Let's just put this back in the case. I'll just show the inside of the case as well while I'm putting this back. Of course, you have the spot for the console here, and then this flips down, and there's space for 6 games. I've just got the 3 now and 1 in the console. Yeah, so really nice case to own. Fantastic system, having a ton of fun with it so far. Like I said, Pokemon Sun was absolutely fantastic. If you've got 3DS, get Pokemon Sun or Moon as soon as possible. It's one of the best Pokemon games you'll ever play, so far at least. Yeah, finally glad that I own it. So those are my pickups for the Nintendo 3DS. I'm bigcal, thanks for watching, and I'll see you again next time.